Okay, so I want to update my one of my old videos because I've had a few questions about left hand posture, quite a few comments on that video, which is now probably about 10 years old, if so. So I've done 10 years of more teaching and troubleshooting. So I want to add a bit more information on that. So the basic idea on that video, which is still valid, is that when we're talking about left hand, and this is about technique to play, scales, chords, and phrases. Blues technique is slightly different, and I will explain that. But the basic idea is that obviously you should be relaxed from your shoulder down, the knuckles of your left hand. Draw a line that should be roughly parallel to the edge of the neck, and there should be a little gap here as well. And your thumb should be flat behind your neck, roughly kind of halfway through, at the same height as your middle finger, roughly. These are all, we all have slightly different hands, so these are all guidelines. And then the job of your left hand is that your fingers should move in and out, but they should hover the fretboard. Okay, so when you need to press down and play a note, you just press next to a fret with the very tip of your finger, and your fingers should be ready to play a note anywhere on the fretboard. You shouldn't have your little finger out of the fretboard or up here, because again, something that I see often in beginners is this, which is what I call the index bias. Basically, you want to play everything with your index finger because that's kind of the strongest. Your hand naturally wants to be vertical, but to play guitar, we need it horizontal. So you have to be able to relax in this position and try to bring up this side, the inside side of your hand, to bring that up. And so that you can be, hovering, as I said, over the fretboard with your fingers, ready to play a note at any time. Obviously, if you play like this, see how far your little finger is from, let's say, that note. So obviously I need to turn my entire hand to play that note. Where if I have this parallel version, the parallel concept, my finger is ready to play that note or that note. I just have to bend my little finger in like I would do like that, basically, okay? Usually I give an exercise to some students which involves 2 pen props. So you put your hand out like that and you try to get your pen in line, just hold your pen with your knuckles and then hold the other pen by pushing with your thumb against the tip of your fingers. And that's the posture that you need to have. And you see that if I hold it correctly, the 2 pens should be parallel, okay? And that's roughly what happens when you play guitar. So that's the first idea. And obviously then to move down on the fretboard, you just, again, this is all very relaxed. You don't need, you need some strength, obviously, to push down on the frets, but not very much. So if your guitar is correctly set up. So again, when I want to move down, this is again moves in a block. I don't do this. It moves down in a block. My thumb slides down. So if I want to so that my thumb didn't move very much, it moved down with the hand. Okay. Again, when I want to play some chords, sometimes I need to slightly adjust. This is always, as I said, these are guidelines. I have to slightly adjust to that. But you see that my wrist, another very important thing, wrist should be roughly straight, all very relaxed. Sorry, wrist straight. This is wrong. This is not good. Try to bring up, if you find that that's a problem, try to maybe bring up your guitar a little bit. Your wrist should be as straight as possible. Obviously not completely straight, but as straight as possible, because obviously if you want to reach out from the lower strings, that's okay. This is not okay. Having your wrist like that, no, because obviously you want to have your blood flow, your blood to flow to your hand. If you do this, you will stop in the blood flow. Okay, I was saying obviously a blues technique, slightly different, meaning that when I play, I want to bend the string maybe. And to do that, I need to squeeze the neck. I need to do this. The fulcrum now is right here in the knuckle, in my index finger knuckle, down where it joins the palm of the hand. So that touches the guitar. Look at B.B. King. That's kind of a classic, that's that kind of vibrato, fast vibrato. And that's how he does it, Same thing, Clapton, right? He squeezes that the neck between the thumb and that knuckle, and it just shakes the wrist like that. Okay, so, and that's more of a kind of a blues technique. Same thing if you want to bend it with your ring finger, you're scooping up the string by squeezing the neck like that. So that's pretty much it. Again, just to summarize: line of the knuckles parallel to fretboard, fingers bending in and out, but bending all your joints should bend. Thumb flat against the back, roughly halfway through your hand, so roughly at the same height as your middle finger, and that moves down in a block, like you were to move across a rail. Okay, and don't hold your hand like this. Bring up the middle finger, sorry, the little finger side of your hand. Bring it up, and that's pretty much it. Hope this helped. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and of course, try to subscribe and all that jazz.